Yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Powerfon, and this will be your Sun in Taurus tarot reading. On Saturday, April 19th at 3:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun will ingress into the sign of Taurus. Happy birthday to all the Tauruses. I hope your money and your bank account is overflowing. And to those who may not be Tauruses, including myself, I want to overflow in bank account too, okay? We will be using the Antique Anatomy Tarot deck, okay? And, Taurus season is all about stability and security and safety, okay? And for that reason, today's theme is make calm decisions, or make decisions when you're calm. Decisions, Sun, calm, Taurus, okay? So let's get started. I'm here, you're here. Frankie is snoring. You probably can hear it. Okay? Okay, yes, I mentioned you. It's okay. Go to sleep. It's okay. All right. Yes, let's get into it. I chose this deck obviously because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and this is definitely a Venus deck. Okay? So let's see what we've gathered here today for what's the message, overall message for this reading. Where are we starting? Where do you see us? Okay, because I was like, all that shuffling I did off camera beforehand, okay, that ain't paying off. Okay. And we get the King of Swords in reverse. You have to make a clear choice. Be decisive. That's all it is. No back and forth. No hesitation is what it's about. Not hesitating. Making clear cut decisions. Standing on those decisions, following through on those decisions. Not hesitating, because sometimes when you make rash decisions or decisions too fast or too quick or based off emotions, you're going to have to answer for that on the back end. Okay, and we don't want that. We want a clear, straight path. Okay, with no curves, no obstacles. Okay, and when you make decisions when you are in a calm and serene place or space, it allows you to weigh your options, weigh the pros and cons, the consequences, what would be the outcome. You can factor in all the scenarios and make the best choice for you. Okay, so what else? Think before you decide as well, obviously. Think about the choices. You don't have, if somebody asks you for your opinion or your thought, you don't have to get an immediate decision. It's not life or death. Some people it might be, but I don't think so. Not my group right now in this moment. But the decisions are not life and death. You can wait. The decision just can wait. Those people want you to make a decision because they are anxious and they're trying to pass on the responsibility of holding space for anxiety to you. Okay? And we ain't got time for that. 10 of Wands. Or rods, same thing. Is this? Yes. You're going to get whipped. Okay? Whap, 10 lashes. You don't want to hold anybody else's burden, because essentially if someone comes to you and asks your opinion or they want you to decide for them, that's a red flag. When somebody wants you to make a decision for them on their behalf, red flag, don't do it. Don't fall into it. They might even say, well, what would you do in my situation? Don't do no scenarios. Don't do no fake scenarios. Don't do no rhetoric. Don't, we ain't doing role play. They need to do it on their own the same way you need to do it on your own. Okay? Nope. Okay, Chariot, Cancer, ruled by the moon. It's giving balance. It's giving symmetry. Because look at the card. Balance, symmetry. If I put a line right here, or put a mirror right there, it would, well, it wouldn't be really symmetrical because they're on the opposite side, but it's giving it S. Chariot is about staying on the path, maintaining control. It is also about internal thoughts, functions. I think I want a clarifier. We never really do clarifiers here, so let's do one today, right now. Can you clarify this Chariot for me, please? Nine of Swords in reverse. I knew one of these readings might go back to the Dark Knight, but okay. And the Dark Knight was not the Mars reading, it was the one before that. So I'll probably have to tag that video. Hopefully I can remember. Okay, so Nine of Swords came out. Y'all know what Nine of Swords is. Stress, anxiety, fear, up late night, all the time, crying, worrying, doubting, all fear and anxiety, and I just mentioned it. Do not take on those other people's problems. You don't need to be making life choices for anybody but yourself, okay? It's already hard enough to make your own life decisions, but you want to take control of somebody else's life? No, we don't want to do that. That's counterproductive. So Nine of Swords in reverse is letting us know that we need to let go of those burdens. We need to pay attention to our inner voice. That's what's going to keep you on the path. Your intuition, your inner voice, your higher self. That is how you keep anxiety, fear, stress, and all the things away. Okay, by trusting your intuition. I like that. That makes all the sense with the moon. Okay. Because when it's time to make choices, when it's time to make decisions and about money, since we talk about Taurus, when it's time to make decisions about money or about family, where you're going to live, those types of things. When it comes to those things, what the heck was I about to say? Those are decisions that require thought, lengthy thought. That's not, you can't go into the other like, oh yeah, I want to buy it. I mean, yeah, you do, but you got to get an inspection. You got to do all these things to make sure that you are making the right choice. Okay? Especially when it comes to money, honey. You do not need to be gambling in this economy or any economy. Okay? Unless you got it like that, and most of us don't. Okay? But taking on somebody else's burdens, when you have your own family, your own money concerns, your own stress, anxieties, you don't need to be taking anybody else's stuff on. Intuition and trust. That's what I was saying. When you trust your intuition, or when you move as your intuition moves you, you are able to make choices that are for your good. Okay? These choices will allow you to stay on the path, stay on the straight and narrow, keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Eight of elixirs, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, scoops. Because you're going somewhere. And didn't I just say let go? I did. I did. Let go, oracling, soul journey, despair, the void, wake up potion. But there are two potions, two elixirs that we cannot see the label. Soul journey, handcrafted in small batches, take when needed. Do you need to go somewhere? Where are you going? And I already talked about moving. Oraclings, despair. Okay. Eight of Cups. When you make decisions from a space of fear, because you don't like change and you want to keep things the same, and you just want the stability that familiarity breeds. Okay, you like that comfort. Okay, because you know what's going to happen. No, you need to shake it up, do something different, go where you've never been before, into the void. When you are making decisions, sometimes you are going to have to make hard decisions, but you still need to be calm. Okay? You're going to have to make those hard decisions. They're going to be bittersweet, but you're doing it for a reason. The fear of change is in you just because you don't know the outcome until things are actually happening. Things are actually coming to fruition, manifesting. And so to not know is what you're afraid of. Okay? Because you can have a plan and you can want to do this, that, and the third, but you don't know what happens until you actually start doing the things. Okay? And so that might make you nervous. But don't be nervous. Take one of these elixirs, let go, get rid of the despair, take a soul journey, go into the void. Wake up potion. I don't know why I was about to say void. You're gonna have to change some things, okay? You're gonna have to change your decision-making process. Star, if you want all your hopes and dreams to come true. If you don't want a loss, okay? Because people love to say the star card is, oh, it's about your wishes coming true, your dreams coming true. It is the star card is about loss, okay? Loss. 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 You're going to have to lose some things in order to make room for the new things, for the better things, the things that you want and desire. Like the extra money, maybe you want a family, maybe you want a house, okay? Maybe you want to attract a partner that you can bring all of these things to fruition with, okay? We don't want to lose out on anything that the universe, God, source, Allah has for us. We don't want to miss that train. Because some people say, well, what's for you is for you. Not if you ain't ready to receive it. It's not yours if you're not ready to receive it. If I ain't even gonna say that because it happens every day. Forget the analogy. I ain't even gonna make it. Forget it. But should you be expanding your family if you can barely afford the one that you have now? Think about that. You see what I'm saying? You are going to have to let go of fears. You're going to have to let go of expectations. But the letting go of the fear is what keeps you calm. Letting go of the fear is what stops you from being anxious and stressed and up all night. Okay? You got to reach for the stars, boo-boo. Ooh, 2 cards. Okay. Love potion number 1, elixirs, Ace of Cups, and High Priestess representing the moon. And we already had the Chariot come out. Okay. So it's internal. Okay. Oh. So is that it? You got a lot of internal conflict? Internal conflict. It's fine. So first we're going to start with this Ace of Potions. Ace of Potions with the heart. Love potion. You have to love yourself enough to make the hard decisions. You have to love yourself enough to know when it's time to let go. You know when it's time for you to move on to the next leg of the journey. This is just a stop. That's why you got the potion with the let go in the soul journey. This is just a stop for you to refill and keep on going. That's all it is. But we have this big love potion, this unopened bottle, it seems. Ace of Cups. This is an offering of confidence. This is an offering to improve your self-esteem. This is an offering for you to feel confident. This is an offering for you to express yourself, for you to be creative, create, okay, a new decision-making process for yourself. If making decisions is too stressful for you sometimes, you are going to have to change the way that you address your decision making skills. That's what it is, decision making skills. Okay, you're gonna have to be a bit more confident in your decision making. Okay, but that's where the self-love comes in, the self-esteem. Okay, you need a big old bottle of love potion number 1, boo-boo. Okay, you have to be confident and know that you are making the best decision for yourself. Okay? Because that's all that matters. And you know that because the High Priestess represents, like I said, the moon, right? Intuition. Okay? Boom. Look at that. This is almost like a chia pet. If you know, you know. Okay? I feel like I can feel these little flowers right here. And a little decorative skull. This would be like when you first walk into the house, a little something in a little foyer type area if you have one. It'll just be like a pot, but it'll be a skull with some nice, beautiful flowers. But anyway, because we go from 1 to 2. Ace of Elixirs and offering an opportunity to grow emotionally within yourself. Feel a little boost of confidence, like, okay, I made one decision. But that's how you improve your decision-making skills and how you feel about decision-making altogether. Make small decisions, like when you're in the grocery store, or decide how you're going to spend your money. Okay, when you're doing regular stuff like that, deciding where you're going to go for dinner, deciding where you are going to move or what school you're going to go to. Start with little decisions like that in order to build up to make the big choices as to whether or not you want to start a family. Do you want to start the adoption process, IVF? Do you want to buy a second home? Do you want to buy another car? Like, do you want to lease? Do you want to own? Like, what are your options? Okay? You just got to trust yourself, because once you start doing that, the doors will open and things will start revealing itself to you or themselves to you. Because when you make the right decision, you'll see things start to fall in place very, very easily. Okay? Very, very easily. Because it's like, okay, he or she is trusting, they are trusting their intuition. So let's pull back the veil a little bit. Let's give them a little sneak peek of what's to come should they continue on trusting their intuition, making good decisions, not overreacting, not making decisions out of fear. Okay? Trusting the process. Let's wait. I don't know what happened. Nope. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Whatever. It's two. These are the final two. These are the final two. Must have known. Strength. Told ya. Told ya. You are stronger than you know. You can handle it. It's okay. You can handle the change. It's not gonna hurt. Stop hesitating. Stop delaying your own blessings because you are afraid of a little old lion. Y'all know the strength card, okay, represents Leo or the sun. Okay? Okay? Strength. You have it. You're into it. The intuition is strong with this one. Okay? Got lots of major arcana. And all we got are cups. One wand, couple of blades, couple of cups, a few cups. So this is everything but pentacles. So there is nothing physically that you need to do to match this energy. This is all going to happen here and up here. Okay? That is where the strength is going to come from. Here and here. Not here. Okay? That is where the strength is going to come from. When I say heart, I'm talking about the cups. But for the wands, it's your spirit. Okay? Your energy, your soul, your prana, your life force energy. Okay? There's nothing physical that you need to do. There's not going to be an actual decision that you're going to have to make. I mean, we make decisions every day. Even when you're driving. Am I going to go left? Am I going right? Am I going to get over? Am I going to go past this driver? That's light work. Okay, you make decisions every day. But there's not going to be a big life-altering decision. This is the prep to teach you to basically improve your decision-making skills before the big decision comes, which will likely be in, what's that, the Taurus? I don't want to say Gemini. Is it Gemini? It's not Gemini. It is Gemini. It's going to come during Gemini season. Okay? Choice is going to have to be made then. That's why we started off with the King of Blades, King of Swords, air. Gemini's an air sign. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. There's not going to be any big decision being made during this time, but this is to prep you for that. Okay. This is the prep. That's why you got the Six of Cups here. Six of Elixirs. Okay. Okay. because you'll be rewarded. You'll be rewarded. I think at the end of Taurus season, a decision, I don't want to say that. A decision will be made for you or on your behalf. I don't want to say that. Hold on, let me see something real quick. A decision is not going to be made for you, but I am telling you that Six of Cups. Trust. Not trusting yourself, but when people are able to make calm, rational decisions, they're not making reactionary decisions, they're not making rash decisions, they are not hesitant. People trust that person. This is for leadership purposes. Ha. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. When people are able to make good decisions consistently, okay, people trust them. They are dependable. They are reliable. They know what they're talking about. Okay? They are more apt to support you, be there for you, what have you. Okay? For rekindling love, take one teaspoon only to rekindle love. To uncover a secret, take only one. For promoting harmony, 1 teaspoon. That one's covered. Encouraging comfort. That's the one we need. Encouraging the comfort. And promoting harmony. That's the balance. But when you demonstrate that you are someone that people can trust to make good decisions, and you are able to lead them in a way as to where your decision making is essentially navigating you through whatever you're going through. You just got to trust your decisions. Be confident in your decision making skills, because that allows people to trust you, because you're dependable, you're confident, you know how to lead, okay? And that reduces their anxiety. Remember at the beginning I told you they was trying to pawn their anxiety off on you to hold space for their anxiety because they couldn't make a decision? No. This reduces everybody's anxiety, stress, and worry across the board. Nobody is fearful because you trusted your intuition. You are leading everybody by doing that. You are leading the entire group, family, house, whatever. Okay? Don't worry about your decision-making skills of the past, okay? Because that's why this is happening, okay? So you can get comfortable with making decisions, okay? So you can get comfortable with making decisions, okay? That's what this is. Get comfortable making decisions. That's the title. Get comfortable making decisions, something like that. I don't know. Decision making skills. I'm gonna figure it out. I got this. We got this. Okay? All right, y'all. See you next week.